Hello, my dear students. Welcome to math lesson for Sunday. We will cover page 51. Please open your learner's book. Our objectives today that we are going to understand the volume of 1 liter. And we will practice. If we were at school, we would have done some more exercises. However, we will practice in estimating and developing the knowledge of understanding of 1 liter, half liter, and how to measure them. Before we start, I want you first to understand what the difference between volume and capacity. So we are going to watch a video. During this video, I'll be trying to help you to understand the difference. Okay? First of all, she filled a container with some water. Every container has a capacity and a volume. Let's see what the difference between them.
In ancient times, different communities used different tools and volumes. So there was no common tool to be used by everyone. They used common objects such as.
Do you remember when we said that people in the past used their hands to measure? It is the same as measuring water, Pepsi, milk, whatever. They use different types of bowls and pots to measure the volume, and the capacity of each one of them was different. So they didn't have a specific measuring unit. Okay, so today we will see what happened next after that.
Jars and pots to measure volumes and capacity. Gradually, mankind noticed that there must be a unique system for measurements to be used worldwide. What are volume and capacity? Look at the following bottles. They all look different. They have different shapes, different heights, different colors, and different liquids inside. But they have one common property. The amounts of liquids inside the bottles are the same. Each bottle holds 2 liters of a liquid. So we see that all the bottles have a common property. This property is the amount of space they have for holding a liquid. This space is called capacity. So we can say that all these bottles have the same capacity.
If I have 2 bottles and each bottle of them looks different, like this one and this one, but as you can see here, each one of them carries 330. This one too carries 330, as you can see. Okay? So I have 2. Although they look different, but the amount of water I can put inside is the same. Both of them have the same capacity. So if they are different shapes like this, if they have different shapes, but they can hold the same amount of water or liquid, like 330 in each one of them, this is called the capacity of each one of them. The capacity of each one of them is to carry, although they look different. Can you see, guys? Each one of them looks different. Okay, but each one of them can carry 330. If we were at the school, we would have done this. Bring this arrow, okay, bottle, small bottle, and bring a can of Pepsi. Remove what is inside each one of them and try to fill them. You will find that each one of them will take the same amount of water, 330. Okay, so both of them holds the same capacity. Both of them have the same capacity, okay? I hope you understand. Here, 330, it's written here, and here we have 330. You can use any bottle of water that carries 330, I have no problem. But just try to do this experiment at home. Try to bring two containers that have the same capacity but different shapes, and try to pour water from each other. You will find that both of them take the same amount of liquids. Okay, let's continue. This is called capacity. So the capacity of each one of them is the same.
Sometimes the amounts of liquids inside different bottles or jars are the same, but the capacities of the containers are not the same. The following cylinders, which all have different capacities, but the amounts of liquids inside all the cylinders are the same. This amount is called volume. Volume represents the amount of a liquid, or how much space the liquid takes up in a container.
Okay, so sometimes, some other times, I have a very big container or a jar, okay, but I do not fill it all. If I did not fill it all, I fill some of it, this is called volume. Okay, so the volume of water here is 4. Okay, although it can take until 7, but I only put 4. So the volume here is 4. Okay, so now you understand the difference between volume and capacity. The capacity is how much water the whole containers take, or how much liquid the whole containers take. Okay, volume is different. Maybe I have a very big container, but I do not want to fill it all. I fill half of it, like this one. So this is the volume. So now you understand the difference between volume and capacity. Okay, try to do this experiment at home. Bring 2 containers with the same capacity and fill them all, and try to pour the water from here to here. You will find that both of them take the same amount of water. For capacity, for volume, it's completely different. You have a big container, but you want to fill it with 4. Here, the capacity and the volume are the same, but here, the capacity and the volume are not the same. Okay?
Let's see what you have learned in this lesson.
Volume and capacity.
Now we have understood what the difference between volume and capacity. Here, the volume and the capacity is 2 liters. Here, the volume is 4, but the capacity is larger. Okay. This is a recap for what we have done. Of course, we have different containers with different amounts, with different capacities, like this is 330, this is like 400, half liter, 1 liter, 2 liters. A liter is a metric system measured for liquid. We measure liquids in volume and capacity. 1 liter is about 4 cups. Yeah, and this is for you. The short form of for a liter is L. If I want to write liter, 1 liter, instead of writing 1 liter, I can just write 1 L. This means 1 liter. Okay. You can use this at home. You can try it. This is you can fill it with 500 or 250 and try to put the water in different other shapes, cups or mugs or whatever, and see if they have the same capacity or not. Some other containers like baby bottle, coffee cup, kitchen sink, tea spoon, mop bucket. Which container hold more than 1 liter? Baby bottle. Holds more than 1 liter or less. Coffee cup, kitchen sink, teaspoon, mop bucket. I will go for definitely the kitchen sink and the mop bucket. Okay. How many liters do these objects hold? Watering can, 5 liters or 50 liters? What do you think? I will definitely go for 5 liters. What about this one? Definitely 8 liters. What about this one? I think 400 liter. Okay, so try to imagine the difference between them in the size. Now open your book, page 51, as we have already understand the difference between volume and capacity. Each mug contains 1 liter of water. The bucket contains more than 1 liter. The glass contains less than 1 liter. As you can see, what would happen if each learner poured this water into the green container below? Will it take the same amount of water? Does it have the same capacity and volume? Would there be too much water? Definitely there will be too much water for the green one. Would there be not enough water? No, there will be enough water to fill in the green cup. What would the water be just right? Definitely not. The water in the transparent container will be more than the green one. How do you know? Because of the capacity of each one of them. Because of the capacity. is different. Okay. What would happen if you change the shape or size of the container? It will take different amount of liquid. Okay. It will take different amount of liquid. What would happen if you change the amount of water? I think the only difference is that it depends on the capacity of each one of them. Think of some other questions. So now I hope that you have understood the difference between capacity and volume and how we use liter to measure liquid. I hope it was easy for you. I hope that I made it easy for you. I know the difference between capacity and volume. They are two new words. They could be hard for you, but I hope that I had made it easy for you. I tried my best here to make it easy. If we were at school, we have done this more than one time. Please, I recommend that you watch this video for 2 or 3 times until you understand the difference between the capacity and volume and how we use liter to measure liquid. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.